finally on YouTube after some technical difficulties. But let me introduce you all to the first ever Collectible Convos with our very first ever special guest, Retro Slacker.
What's up, guys?
Woo!
This is Rad.
Bob, why aren't you
How's it going, boys?
bro?
Bob and Rob.
Yay.
So yeah, dude.
What an honor. Dynamic duo.
Yeah, here, let me move the camera over for Bob a little bit. Because, most people watch the show because of Bob
No,
anyways.
they don't.
So,
No, that's true. They do.
yeah, see?
Yeah.
There's too much hair takes up the frame. I don't like it.
We have a Discord and we talk all about it. We gotta
Oh,
get,
yeah,
we gotta
totally.
get Rob off the show.
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh. So, yeah, anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, Retro Slacker, how are you doing, bro?
I'm good, man.
Good?
Yeah, I think things are good. Got back from vacation, settling in, trying not to melt. It's real hot on the East Coast right now. But yeah, things are good.
Wait, where'd you go to vacation?
We just went upstate New York to Ithaca. We did like a lot of glamping and
Glamping, I
saw
like that.
waterfalls and hung out in the woods and stuff. Yeah.
That looked really fun. I
No
saw
toys,
pictures.
unfortunately.
I was gonna say, was there any
I
toy
actually
hunting
tried
involved?
there was a spot on the way home in Pennsylvania called Monstars Toys, but they closed on 3 on Sunday, and I couldn't make it. Yeah,
A lot of the good places for some reason are closed on like Sundays and Mondays, which makes sense. It's sometimes the slowest days of the week, but it's a bummer when you're on vacation or someone you're like, man, I really would have liked to go there.
Yeah, it's tough on the
Yeah.
weekends to be closed.
Yep.
Are you guys open on the weekends, both days?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're open
Sweet.
Saturdays, Sundays. Sundays we close at 6 o'clock though.
And we're
it's-
closed Monday and
That's sweet.
Tuesday, which are sometimes the slowest days too. So
Yeah,
works
for
out
sure.
great.
Yeah. Oh man, I had so much anxiety right now because the video wasn't working, but I finally figured it out. So I'm
Is it
like,
good?
yeah, we're
It's
good,
working now?
dude.
We're live, pal.
We're live, pal.
Sweet.
Dude, so I kind of feel like, to me, you're like, you know how hipsters back in the day, they were just always like, I listened to this band before it was cool. Well, that's how I feel about you. I
You
was
listened to
watching
me
you.
before.
I was watching Retro Slacker before he was cool.
Is Retro
Always
Slacker
been
cool?
cool.
Am I cool yet?
You're cool, dude. You're definitely
Um,
cool.
yeah, you guys have been kind of the homies since I really started the Instagram page pretty early on. Oh, you were one of the first, at least Rob, one of the first people I talked to before I knew Bob existed.
Yeah. Then your life changed, right?
Everything changed.
Been a daydream ever since.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a very fast journey. Although I still don't think I'm cool, but I appreciate the high compliment there.
Well, I mean, I think you're cool, but no, I mean, what's really cool about your channel is I can tell that you really put like a good effort into your videos. Like we're on a cell phone, we just kind of like edit it, whatever.
Sure.
But like, I know you have a really good camera. Like, what is it, like a DSLR?
No, I use my phone.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I really do.
Are you serious?
If I'm out on a toy hunt, I use a GoPro on my backpack, like strapped on, and then anything I shoot in here, and then some like detail shots I just shoot everything on my phone. I don't have like a real camera.
Oh, no way.
Really, because that's like what I do for a living or did for a long time, and I wanted this to be the simplest, easiest thing once I'm out in front of people, because I find that people shut down when they see a camera. It's really hard to throw a camera in your face and then
Yeah.
expect them to act normal.
Yeah.
So that's why phone is great, because everyone has a phone, so everyone's filming, so people are used to it. But I still don't ever put a phone in someone's face and ask them
Right.
to do stuff. Like, it's so discreet with the GoPro, which I got from Froggy. He told me to do that basically.
Okay.
I think he uses like an action cam, but that's what I do. But I just shoot on my phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, you
Damn,
could have
dude.
fooled us. Yeah.
So in your room, you use a phone too? Like when you get
Yep.
those detailed shots of that one figure you talk about, you use a phone?
Yeah, that's just
Wow.
holding it handheld with the phone.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Bro, because like, okay, well, I'm very impressed then. I'm double impressed.
I mean,
Yeah.
I use an iPhone, the most recent one, whatever, the 16 Pro. I mean, and I shoot 4K, and I I don't know if I shoot ProRes, but I do all the best things I can do so that it gives me the most room to work with when I'm editing. And I also like I'm lighting it a bit. I mean, I have one light, but I have like the display lights on, so it's like sets the mood and
Yeah.
all the vibe and everything. But no, I mean, I would love to have like a release a real camera in here because I don't really like using the phone, but it's just kind of easy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
And
because
it's quick.
I have a lot of experience with video cameras, and I don't know, it fooled me, so that's why I was like
Sweet.
impressed.
Yeah, it looks great.
But now I'm like more impressed that yeah, you're doing good for sure. But it's also your storytelling when you're even just talking about your toy hunts. You articulate it so well, and you kind of make me envision it. And when I'm envisioning it, you kind of just skip to the clips already. So it's like that
Yeah.
story comes to life with your video clips, and I don't know, you put it all well together. It's like it's
Thanks,
a good
man.
story. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Unlike us, where we're just kind of like pointing the camera, we're just
yeah,
kind
but
of
you guys are
annoying
all
with it.
you're all personality, like that's why I
Yeah.
watch you guys. I just like watching you guys hang out because I wish we could be real world friends. Um,
Dude, I know we're
but
so far away.
but I think there's like just different purposes for different channels. There's so many channels where they just sort of show you every toy that's happening, and like people love that stuff too, though. So there's an audience for all of it, and I watch a lot of those kind of shows or channels. Is sort of I scrub through, or I like have it on while I'm doing work, and then I check in and I see. But that just like to actually film it is just feels like boring to me. Like
Yeah.
I just get bored myself in the act of sitting there and filming every toy that's at a toy show or a
Hmm.
store.
Yeah.
I like after the first or the three tables, it's like, okay, here's the same. I'm gonna do the shot. So it's just not for me personally. And the storytelling aspect is the hook in all this for me.
Yeah.
Also, because
You
I'm
do.
not an expert, and I'm like learning as I go, and like I'm not going to be the guy that's going to tell you all the details about a specific toy line. Like that's why I get guys like Mark Baker, or I have like Froggy or
Yeah.
Pixel Dan, like do little pieces in the videos.
Well,
Um,
which that's another reason why I also like your channel because you're new to toy collecting pretty much, right? Like you're
I mean,
I
since like
mean not
2016, I've been collecting. I've been collecting on and off for like a decade, but
okay.
to take it like an unhealthy hobby has been like the
Hmm.
last year and a half 2 years of like focusing on collecting.
Okay. Well,
um
you could tell in the
yeah.
videos, which is kind of like the charming part of it. It's like I kind of like seeing you find things you want for your collection.
Yeah.
Um and
And discover new stuff that
yeah.
like we discovered along the way. It's fun seeing you because we're the same way. Yeah, we didn't know everything when we started. We've
Yeah.
been doing it for almost 2 years now, and that's how we learn about cool toy lines. That like, man, when I first met Rob, dude, I was collecting McDonald's toys, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like I wasn't like that, and
Mhm.
like Teletubbies and like Barney stuff, like super like just stuff that I grew up with and I like.
The
And now I'm
nostalgic stuff,
collecting
yeah.
all the stuff that I didn't know existed. I wanted as a kid, but I couldn't afford or whatever. So yeah, it's fun. You always find something new, and it's fun seeing you discover, just like we did. Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
you
love
like a lot of the
watching that
cool
stuff
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you find someone. That's why I like hunting and going out to like flea markets and toy shows, is that you just truly never know what you're gonna find. Like toy stores, for the most part, you kind of at least have a general idea of like, okay, they're gonna have their turtles, they're gonna have all the like staples. Um, but I love finding the thing that I'm like, I don't even know what it is. If I don't know what it is and it looks weird, I'm probably gonna buy it before I even
Yep.
look up what it is. I've
Yeah.
only been burned one time, and that was when I bought something I got back, and it was just like a Men in Black toy, and I was kinda bummed.
Yeah, I saw
Like,
that
"Oh, it's
too.
alright."
Really?
I saw
But
that video.
That's
yeah, yeah.
funny.
How do you so within this past year or so, have you it seems like you've been just now been going to flea markets more often, or have you always been doing that?
No, that's pretty new to me. I mean,
Okay.
I always went, for non-toy related things, just like me and my wife, like thrifting and looking for clothes or, like, stuff to put on the walls, but I discovered this flea market through Jason Diamond, or he goes by Gen X Jason now, and he's in Jersey. And I was like, man, where do you go? You're going to this thing all the time. It looks incredible. And I found out it was like an hour 15 from me. So I've been trying to do more of that, but I also try to mix it up because I don't want that to be every weekend's video because I just want to
Yeah.
have some variety. And there's only so many stories I can sort of tell going to the same flea market. Although I am pretty good at manufacturing some drama, like with the sports freak stuff. I'm sure you guys saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, part of that was
Funny.
real, but also I was very clearly like pushing the drama there a little bit.
Can
Which I've
sleep,
had a
can
few
eat.
people like troll me and like tell me to calm down, that it's just a toy. And I was like,
Jeez.
did you think that was all like real? But you thought I wasn't sleeping and wasn't eating? Um, but yeah, I'm pretty new to flea markets for sure.
And I've also noticed that you've been not so much, but you're starting to sell some stuff. And you've been
Mainly to
that's new
you.
too, right?
The selling thing is just,
To
I
fun.
didn't realize that's what people did to pay for their collections. Like the guys that are like spending a ton of money, like they're also selling a ton of stuff behind the scenes that
Mhm.
you're not seeing. So
Yeah.
a lot of times like YouTube is a little fake in that way where you think like these guys are just loaded and constantly like endlessly buying, but you're not seeing the like insane amount of stuff they've offloaded, off camera to pay for that stuff. But that's kind of why I'm doing it. Just things I just don't want to be a guy who has a basement filled with bins that have stuff that I can't display.
Yeah.
It's like inevitable, and I'm sure most collectors have I know I have a version of it. I have like one bin that I
Hmm.
kind of, but I
There'll be
really
more.
just I like to move on. I get bored. Um,
Yeah.
so that's been helping at least to like have a little more cash when I go to the flea market.
Yeah.
Is
I think it's healthy, and
Yeah,
I encourage every collector to sell, because why use your own like real life money for your collection? Use
right. That was yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, use your toy money. Like, buy something for yourself, buy something here to sell, and just use that to keep adding to your collection.
yeah,
It's healthy.
100%.
It's what you should do.
Yeah,
So,
I just find it. I'm just not good at the selling part, and I don't really enjoy that process. And I don't want to like. I hate dealing with eBay, so I don't really do eBay. And the
Yeah.
marketplace is like a total nightmare. So yeah, but Instagram has been pretty good with that. There you go.
I bought the soft retro slacker.
You sure did.
Woo! What?
You sure
What?
did.
Thing's
Like
awesome.
even that was hard for me to part with. I was like, "Oh, I don't want to get. But the
It's
carded
hard for
stuff
me to sell too.
I'm finding hard to collect because I just don't have space. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob can relate with you on that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Under
I
that
like
point. Yeah.
I like to free them. I think they display better. Um, yeah, I don't know.
It's nicer when someone else can enjoy it if you can, because I'm the same way with, like you said, your bin, but I have like 10. So that's what I was like, yo, there'll be more bins for sure. Because you start with
Yeah,
one, then you're like, I guess I'll get a second one, and then it gets insane. But yeah, pretty much what I do now, if I like buy myself with something, I almost have to get rid of something that I already have, because I'm like, I
Yeah.
legit don't have room for this unless
yeah,
I just buy it. I look at it for 5 seconds, and then I'm like, in a box you go. And I don't like doing that when someone else could enjoy it. So sometimes if
yeah,
I'm on the fence, I'll put it up for sale, and if it sells, yay. And if it doesn't, I just take that as like more of an excuse to keep it. I'm like, oh, I guess it was meant to be.
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
Bob's
good rule,
more
man.
between both of us, Bob's more of the hardcore collector for sure. For sure, for
Right.
yeah,
sure.
it's nuts. Rob hates it, but I love it.
Well, I mean, to me, this is my collection. This is the store, but like, this is how I collect right now. Like, I'll buy something and I'll just kind of like enjoy it while I have
Yeah.
it, and then I'll get into a real someone who's really gonna love it into their hands. So that's kind of
So you
how
don't you don't have a collection at home at all? You must have some.
I
No?
mean, I have some Godzilla stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Godzilla shirts, apparently, a million of them.
yeah. My wife was telling everyone here, you know how many Godzilla shirts he has?
She said, "No more shirts."
All for the 90s Godzilla, the Matthew Broderick?
Nope.
No, not even that, dude.
That and just a million others.
Yeah,
So apparently, if you guys are in here listening, anyone that's
yeah.
watching this, don't just give Rob as many shirts as you can. Send him all your shirts, and he'll be forced to wear them because he's gonna be like, "Sorry,
Sure.
honey, it's for YouTube." Gotta do what I
For
gotta do.
YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah, I do actually buy shirts that I could wear for YouTube. Like, I will never wear them out in real life, but I'll wear them for YouTube for sure.
yeah. I
Yeah,
feel that. I definitely wear more like graphic tees on video than I would normally.
yeah.
Yeah,
But no, I'm growing my I'm slowly growing my Godzilla collection again, and like I said, I like to buy rare toys, and I'll keep them. And if they never sell, that's just like my way of
yeah,
collecting. That's just I don't know. I'm weird. I can't have anything at home right now, so this is how
yeah,
I collect.
yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious
But
to see what
yeah,
my collection would be if I wasn't doing videos right now, because I think the
yeah,
videos definitely affect what I collect or what I like. I don't buy nearly as much online anymore because I know I'm going to be spending money going out
Yep.
on a video. So I'm
yeah.
like, I'll just wait, and it's also just more exciting to find it
Yep.
in person.
The thrill of the hunt.
Do you want to
Yeah,
see a new piece I got for my collection though?
absolutely. Yeah.
You do? All righty. Take a wild guess. You can kind of see
Hey,
him.
those the
Madsters
Madster.
of the Galaxy.
Those are so
Shout out
awesome. Oh,
Vegeta
Hornhead is
KO.
great. Yeah,
So sick.
yeah.
Didn't you get some of these or no?
Actually, I did. Wait,
This is my first time seeing them in person, and they're way cooler in person. They're already so cool. Wow, there it is.
There, yeah, dude, we're twins.
Look at
Look at
that,
that.
twinsies.
And look, not
yeah,
everyone's different. See, mine looks different than yours.
Not everyone's the same.
Oh yeah,
Rob.
my bad.
yeah. That's cool. What number are you? I'm 2.
Oh, I'm not even numbered, bro.
Oh man.
Shit.
Oh
Everyone
man.
likes Retro Slacker better. That's
Hey, hey,
why.
hey! But look,
I just want to know who number 1 is. That's all I want to know.
my
Oh,
arms
who's here in the
move.
chat? Why don't you tell us who's number 1?
Let us know, Vegeta. That's awesome. Yeah, they look great in person.
Yeah,
This is
they're
my
so
first
sick.
time seeing them, and they look so good. I like the detail.
Yeah, I think Vegeta's a genius for
They're
this,
just
dude.
really
Like,
fun. Yeah.
it's a genius.
I don't know how it hasn't been done already. This is great. Yeah, they look awesome. Good combos.
And then
He's
Bobby Thrifts got one too.
I did. Look at this.
oh, the My Pet Monster. That's awesome. That's
Mm.
really cool.
You know, I've been on a My Pet Monster craze. So
Yeah,
with the chains, bro, none of mine have the chain. So
that's
this is
sick.
my
Yeah.
first chained My Pet
He
Monster.
looks so good.
Thank you, Vegeta, if you're watching, bro. You rock, dude. This is staying in the personal. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody else wants
You
to order
can't sell
these, hit
that.
up Vegeta KO on Instagram and order
Yeah,
yours today.
for sure. Go now.
There's a cheap plug. All
Free commercial.
right, so YouTube. What? Yeah, this is kind of a cliche question. What got you
YouTube,
into
huh?
making? Yeah,
Yeah.
what made you
What
get
is it
into
all
making
about?
videos? Why are you making YouTube videos? Why?
Uh, man, I actually don't really have an answer other than I like making videos and I don't really know. I made one TikTok about finding VHS tapes once, kind of to
Mm.
see if I could do it because I've never been on camera before doing all this. So I was like, let me see if I can do it and not feel like a total asshole. And I did feel like a total asshole, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. And then I don't know, it just sort of spiraled from there to like reels. And I was like, I should start an Instagram. And it just happened like very fast. And I think the first real one I did was like I went to Retro Toy Con in North Carolina that the Toy Federation guys run.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Great
that was the
channel.
first like road trip, gonna shoot a video there, come back here. And it was just sort of like intoxicating, like getting all the response from people and like immediately like there's a community there.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's just like a huge part of it is that it's working for me. And if it wasn't working truly, like I wouldn't keep doing this necessarily because like I have a kid and I got like things going on and like to do a video every week it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Like even right now I don't have a big backlog and I'm like I don't totally know what I'm going to have for this week right now. And so it's stressful and it takes a lot of time away from my family and so like yeah, if it didn't, I've lucked out. It's gotten a really amazing reaction for I don't know how. Not I haven't even been doing it a year,
Yeah.
and I think that keeps me motivated and like inspired to keep doing it. Is that it seems to excite people. I don't know. Yeah, and the people I've met, like you guys, has been sort of I don't know. I've just never had this in my life. This like community of people
Yeah.
that have this very specific shared interest, and it's been kind of insane. I don't know. I met like people in real life now. Um, boop. uh,
Love you.
Oh my gosh.
but it is just like it's cheesy, but yeah, it's like been a beautiful experience, especially that I have got to meet people in real life. And like in September, I'm going to go out to
Yeah.
Indiana, the Froggy show, and I'm going to meet like a ton of people. Which, if you guys haven't been, you guys should try to find a way to go there somehow.
That's the goal. We want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, it is. I've been telling Bob, like,
Or
dude, we
Kane
should go
County.
sometime.
I've never
Yeah.
gone there either. Um,
I've
but
never
yeah.
been to that side of the U.S., so it'd be awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think
So,
Florida.
yeah, it's just been fun. Really, that's what it is. It's just fun. Um, and that's what I'm doing. The second I'm like really annoyed by doing it all, I'll just honestly stop. I don't have like this isn't really like paying my bills. So,
Yeah. Well, you
um,
almost quit, right?
I had like yeah, I got the flu. I got really sick. And then when I would walk in this room, I was like disgusted by everything I was looking at. It felt like
Work.
over consumerism and like everything was like it was really hard to explain. And my wife was like, just let it sit for like 2 weeks before you immediately like delete your Instagram and your YouTube and like and then that's when I got a gift box from Froggy and that was like that reinvigorated everything. Um
Yeah.
just more free shit. Um yeah, and then I was like totally back in. And actually, you guys, you or Rob at least was the first one to ever like send me a gift,
Oh yeah,
or
that's
maybe the
right.
second person. But and that like chain, and then I did an unboxing of that, and then ever since then, I had to get a PO box, and like
Yeah,
people just keep
everybody copied me.
everybody did copy you, yeah.
Rob started the trend.
So that's been
That's
incredible.
funny.
Like people have just been so kind, um, and yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Well, speaking of boxes, I think you received one from the
I
Coollectible
did,
show.
I did.
Great segue.
There it is,
You want me to open
baby.
this? This is
Yeah,
a
do it.
live unboxing. Wow.
Let's do it.
Dude, where he's like, well, that's less content that I can make. Let's
This is
go.
like this is nerve wracking. Like opening gifts on Christmas or whatever is my least. It's my least favorite part. Having everyone stare at me.
Yeah, like
You know,
Yeah,
you
does he
like it,
like it?
right? You like it.
Hope he likes that
and you
sweater I made.
Tell me you love it.
Um,
you can't refilm your reaction either.
I will. I'm gonna fake it.
Yeah, please do.
Wow, a sticker. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
That's
It's the
amazing. That's
least
really amazing.
least we could do.
Uh, paper.
Lots of
It's
paper.
in here, I think. Yeah.
I think, yeah,
You said this is something I'm looking for.
it sure is. And I just so happen to have it.
What? No way, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Look at these
That's
little
just
X-rays or whatever they're
it,
X-ray. I don't know what the title of the name of them are.
it's the gosh darn it, why am I going blank?
I mean, they're the adventure people, but they're like X-ray something.
Yeah, I like how none of us know anything about
Yeah, it was
this.
funny. Rob found them one day, and then the very next day, I think you posted like, I'm looking for these," and I was gonna message you, but I kind of knew already, so
Dude, this is
I'm glad I
amazing. Well,
didn't.
thank you guys. That's awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what are the odds of
And
this?
these are
So
like these are some of the harder ones to find, I think, right? Or you don't
yeah,
even
they're a
know.
little more, they're not very expensive, like crazy expensive, but
They're the desirable ones from the
yes.
line.
Yeah.
Some of the more desirable ones from the
Wow.
line for sure.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is when I go to the flea market, I'm gonna put these down on a table.
What
Oh my
are
god.
the odds?
Yeah,
Well,
you
that's
should
awesome.
do.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys. That's very
That's
cool.
it it's a little thank you gift for giving us your time here on YouTube. So
You know,
yeah,
I do what I can for the people.
Gives
because
No,
them
that's
what they
amazing.
want.
Thank you.
yeah, time is money. You know, nobody's time should be wasted. So I don't. I want. It's not a waste, but I
No, this
gotta.
isn't a waste. We're hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah. You
I'm
know,
drinking out of a mason jar. I don't know what I'm doing.
Sweet.
anytime we have somebody on our YouTube channel and they're just really giving us their time, it'd be the goal is to give them something. So at least,
Perfect timing.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome. Thank you.
thank
Very
you,
cool.
Retro Slacker. Even though that's not your real
That's
name,
you don't know that.
Kevin.
Well, I was born retro. Don't tell them my name, man.
You've said it on your YouTube
I
video,
know. I'm
haven't
kidding.
you?
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
because that's why I was like,
Slacker
because
Jason
you're.
is a cool dude. Who's Slacker Jason? Or is he saying Slacker, comma Jason is a cool dude?
Slacker
I think he's
Jacob
calling you
is a
Jason.
dude.
Are you talking about Jason Diamond, my buddy? He's a cool dude.
Oh yeah, there you go.
My brother's name is Kevin, so now I have two brothers named Kevin.
Wow.
There you go. It's a pretty boring 90s name.
No,
Or
it's not. Do you
80s.
wanna
80s.
know? No, it is. I would say 90s. Do you wanna know why my brother's name is Kevin? I don't it might be the same reason that you're named Kevin. I'm not
Probably not.
100%.
Go ahead.
But my mom had just he's a younger brother, so he's like 3 years younger. My mom had just watched Home Alone, and
Are you serious?
she
Kevin
yeah,
McAllister?
yep, and she liked how the mom would scream Kevin. She'd be like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Kevin!"
Yeah, yeah.
And that was why, and that's his name, yeah.
I mean, he's the GOAT. And my
He is
whole
the
like
goat.
identity as a child was like him. But no, I was born in '85, so I was born pre Home Alone.
Dang it. Yep,
uh, I think they just chose it because they were like, I don't know, Kevin.
it's a good
Cool,
name.
mom. Thanks, mom and dad.
But you have a cool last name, Slacker.
You're
Sure,
just telling
yeah.
everyone everything, dude.
I've been called a slacker my whole life. Every teacher, every yeah.
So you had something to prove, I'm sure, right? You're like, I'm not slack,
No,
I'll show them.
no, I
No?
really didn't. No,
You
I
lived
was
up to the
so
name?
I did 100%. Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
definitely. Terrible student.
I love that.
Yeah, being Jason is a cool guy. He's the one who got me into the flea market scene down in Jersey. Yeah.
I mean, how is that flea market? Is it like one table that has a bunch of good stuff, or is it
No,
really
it's
like
like
all?
there's always the same 4 to 5 ish guys that are kind of there, but it's huge and it's been there since the '90s. And I just didn't know about it. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. The only thing I'll say is there's no such thing as really like flea market prices anymore. Like these
No.
guys know what they have, um, and for the most part, they're trying to make like top dollar. So it's hard. I don't know how like you guys. I mean, you're probably not hitting up flea markets for the stuff you're selling in the store, I guess, but it's crazy, yeah, how much some people are charging at
Yeah,
these things.
we don't really have any good flea markets around us, and any of the guys that do sell toys at them, it's like you said, they're all like pretty
Oh, yeah.
much.
Top dollar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, we got to get to know them to get a little wiggle room. So we try our best with what we have, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
we're always
think
sourcing at like toy shows.
Yeah, and I will say too, it is I know you said the closest one to you is like an hour and a half away or something like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So dude,
about
like ours, like we have one that's right next to us. I could walk to it from my house, but we used to go to it so much that it became the same, yeah, same vendor, same stuff, to
yeah,
the point where yeah, we just don't even go to it anymore because it's not worth it. It's better for us now to just go to toy shows to
mhm,
know like, hey, there'll be toys there for sure. Might have to pay a little bit more, but at
yeah,
least we're
yeah,
guaranteed toys,
yeah,
Things
definitely.
kind of driving to 5 different places, not getting anything. So sometimes, yeah, it's nice to find everything there. But if you can find a good flea market with like people that are actually new vendors that aren't there week by week, maybe the storage locker people, that's where you want to make your piles and just be like, how much for all of this? And that's where you get your good deals.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's sweet.
yeah,
Or
it's hard.
Or you can come to our Whatnot shows where we do
True.
$1 starts on everything. You can come steal from us.
Shameless plug.
Rob's Collectibles, Bobby Thrifts.
That's true. Honestly, like now there's the online, like two of my favorite guys, Retrovert Vintage and VHS
Yeah.
Crypt. Like they have very legit prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
VHS Crypt was one of the first guys I was buying from, and what I love that he'll do, he'll post like what it was sold for on eBay, and he'll be like, "I'm selling it to you for $150 less than
Yeah.
what it's."
Yeah.
Um,
Can't beat some of those
that's
prices.
where
It's
I
crazy.
find the better deals. Sometimes it's just on Instagram. I mean, every now and then I definitely get some cool stuff at flea markets, but it's usually also like a little more beat up, or it's not pristine stuff by any means. And toy shows are probably the most expensive, I would say. Like lately, it's been I've been to shows where it's like I don't even want to spend money on any of this stuff because it's so overpriced.
So have
But
we.
that's just the market. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Sometimes
really know how to change
we
that.
found out the trick with stuff like that is go early and try to,
Yeah,
dig or try to just make your rounds as quick as possible, because sometimes you can find those good deals. Or the second thing we recommend a lot that we do sometimes
Yeah.
is to go, if it's a 2 day event, to go that second day, because that's the day people are more willing to move stuff to, they want to go home with less. So you might find tables
yeah.
with like $5 a piece, $10 a piece, or they're more willing to to work with you and give you a better deal than the first day. So
But don't
Yeah.
you get a sense of like FOMO of missing that like early? I've never done an early bird ticket, and every
yeah,
time now I'm like, what did I miss in that first hour?
yeah,
Um, Not that I'm even the guy that's going to show up and drop like $800 on a toy
of
of some
course.
grail, but
Hmm.
I want to see it, and I want to
Yep,
like see what could have been. uh,
I'd
so
say
yeah, I
do it,
don't, yeah,
man.
Yeah. You're
I'd,
talk you're talking to Mr. Early Bird over
yeah,
here. We always.
we're there
yeah,
sometimes, dude. We're so crazy. We're there sometimes before the vendors are. Like that's how like insane we are. Because
yeah.
we're
That
just like,
actually is that doesn't make sense, and you should stop
yeah.
doing that. Yeah, you
We
should
lose a lot of sleep on the
get more
weekends. We get
sleep.
we get
Yeah, yeah.
almost none.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Or you can be more psycho like us and just do your own toy show. Like,
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean,
Have the toys come to you.
That's amazing, yeah. Is that a ton of work, though?
yes and no. I mean, it gets easier over time. It's just the day of. I think we mainly stress over making the vendors happy. Like, we want to
Yeah,
make sure the
yeah,
vendors are happy. That's what our main concern is.
Customers, the vendors, for sure,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
we want to be able to do it again. So if the vendors aren't happy, they're not going to want to come back. If the customers don't
right.
like it, they're not going to want to come. So yeah,
Yeah,
and so
perfect.
far we get awesome feedback. As soon as we have it that day, people are already like, "Can't wait for the next one. When's the next one?" And we're like, "Oh man, we haven't gotten that far yet. We've been too stressed about this one." So it's always very humbling the day of, and yeah, it's usually not stressful till the day of, the day before.
Yeah,
But then once we do it, we're like, that was awesome. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
yeah,
I can't wait.
I wish I could make it out to that one.
One day it'll
One
be
day,
worth it. It'll be
one day.
bigger. 2 days. Get a hotel. Come with the whole fam. It'll be
Well, dude,
awesome.
maybe just keep growing your YouTube channel to where you're rich and famous, and we'll just have you as a
Yeah,
guest.
sure,
Retro
yeah.
slacker
I'll do a
signing.
panel signing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah, that
fun.
would be very exciting for people.
Yeah, so just keep working hard, and we'll have you as our first guest.
Be exciting for me.
When is that toy show in sorry, I'm reading some of these comments, in Merced?
Oh, in
Why?
Merced. That's in July, the second weekend of July. Ernesto?
Mm. Our toy show, though, the one we were just talking about, another shameless plug, is this July 27th, Roseville, California. Where's the freaking flyer?
We don't have flyers.
Sunday, July 27th, Roseville, California, Veterans Hall. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Be there, be square. It'll be fun.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, dude.
But no, I have not met Froggy. Um, but he was one of the first people to like shout me out and that definitely changed a lot. And we've become like good internet buddies. But no, I'm going out to the show in September, hopefully, and that's the kind of show I feel like I need to start saving money for, like
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
building. Yeah.
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 Because it's going to be like some serious heavy hitters and like very intense collectors, I think, going to that kind of spot.
Get that early bird for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. For that
Yeah.
one, yeah.
You gotta.
Me and Froggy go way back. We're really close.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Dude, yes I am.
You sold them one thing. He's just
That's
trying to
nice.
make me jealous. So
No,
No,
he's awesome.
I kind of have a running joke because he bought one figure off me because people tagged him into the post. So he bought a weird ball grunt. You know those action figure weird balls?
Yes, I do. And
Yeah.
the first time I ever saw him was on one of his videos, actually.
same.
Yeah, he bought one off me, and that's like the only thing he's ever bought off me. So I kind of like I'm holding on to it, just pretending like he's my friend. So I mean I'd like to be friends with him, but it's kind of like a running joke. So
Anytime someone brings them up, like, "Oh, I watch you guys, and I watch Froggy Flips," or they'll be like, "Oh, I love Froggy Flips," blah blah blah. We're just like, Rob always has to chime in, like, "Oh, that's my close personal friend." So
uh,
cap,
Well,
cap.
someone recently called me the Timu Froggy Flips.
dude, that
Um,
was hilarious.
and it's one of my favorite comments ever.
That's great.
And it's an honor. Hey, what's up, Froggy? Uh,
Speak of the
yeah,
devil, he's in the chat.
I
Hello,
am
Froggy Flips. Thanks for
the
popping in.
Timu Froggy. I'll
Love
take it.
that.
I'll take it.
What an honor.
Yeah, dude, that was so funny. But honestly, if you have to have haters, you're gonna have haters, and if you don't
Yeah,
have
it's fine.
haters, that means you're not doing anything right.
I
So
mean, it's been overwhelmingly nice comments, shockingly.
yeah,
But there's definitely a few that sneak in, and I just find them to be kind of funny. I don't know. I'm not a person that's like commenting negative things on the internet to strangers, so I always
yeah,
try to like wonder why they're doing that, or like did they just actually have a really shitty day and now they're taking it out on me, or
Yeah, that's
is it
usually what it
a
is.
12-year-old who's just I don't know.
yeah,
I just don't. You can't take it seriously.
Trying to rage bait.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. If
And
we,
I just leave it unless someone said something like really offensive or like racist or something. I'll delete it, but I haven't had any
yeah,
of that.
Yes.
Thankfully, yeah.
yeah, that's
But I'm
good, dude.
sure
I
as
mean,
the numbers climb, the worse it will get. I'm sure Froggy
yeah,
can tell you he's been had some awful things said to him over the years, but
yeah.
it's part of it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we get some negative comments here and there, but like they're not like insanely bad. But I'll always respond with like nice. I'll kill him with kindness is what I'll try to
Yeah,
do.
Best way to do it.
So or
yeah.
just
That's what
ignore it.
one of my newer buddies, Earth Kid, collects, who also has a great YouTube channel.
Yes.
That's what he does. He texted me a conversation he was having. Someone like ripped him apart, and he just, hey, there he is. And
Yo,
yeah, he just basically did the like uber kind thing, and it was hysterical. So that's definitely a route to take,
Yeah.
unless you're going to just ignore them, which is also probably the better option.
I
Yeah.
think it's
But
funny
yeah,
because like I only watch things I like. I only comment on things I like. So like I don't know. I think it's funny because I'm like, you must be mad at something else. Because
that's
what
what
did
I'm
I do
saying.
to you? Like I always, my philosophy is always like try to talk about the stuff you love, the stuff you hate. Who
Yes.
cares? I mean, like if you don't like it, someone else does. So that's why we don't ever knock anything. Really, you never really hear us like we hate this. We're just like, hey, this is the stuff we really love. Why knock on what other people like? It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did when I was younger. Like if someone was like listening to music I thought was lame, like I was pretty vocal about it. I was like
of
that
course.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
But then my wife was a preschool teacher for a while, and she's the one who actually taught me not to yuck someone's yum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like ever since she told me that, I was like, man, that's so true. It's just like, there's no point to it. Unless you're
Exactly.
having like a real conversation with someone. But if you're just like, no, that's stupid, or that
Yeah.
toy for this, to be relatable. That toy is stupid or sucks or I don't know. I don't care what people collect. What do I care? It doesn't affect me.
Nope,
Yeah.
not in the least.
So
And
it's just
wait,
a waste of energy.
since we're talking about music, I have to ask because I'm sure some people see it and they think it, but at least when I first went on your profile, I always do this to any profile on your YouTube. I go to like videos, I'll go to the top ones, I'll start with the top ones. And when I
Yeah.
went to yours and I saw the top ones, they were like these like super like awesome movie quality music videos of bands that like everyone knows and loves, and I was like, am I on the wrong YouTube channel? I was like, what's going on? So I mean, I'm sure some people are wondering like what you still like film music videos or something? That's awesome.
Yeah, that was my career for like a really long time.
Wow.
Was directing music videos and live music, like concert stuff.
Yeah.
Sick.
Like that was how it all started was to become like a feature film director when I like left college and stuff. Then I
Yeah.
fell into the music industry and I was there for like a long time. And yeah, so I actually don't really have any on my YouTube because most of the ones I do, like I don't own the rights to any of them. They're for
Hmm.
like major labels, so they're all on. So any of the stuff that's on my YouTube is like is you're probably talking about the Gaslight Anthem, I
Yeah,
assume.
yeah.
So like for them, the videos that are on my YouTube are the ones that the first ones I ever did ever. And so they weren't even on a label, so we threw it on my YouTube. And yeah, and that's so yeah, but I did that for a really long time and I sort of like actively left the music industry like 5 years ago because I
Hmm.
was just so burnt out, honestly,
Yeah.
from it.
So you hate music now?
I hate music.
Breaking
Uh
news. Retro
hates
Slacker hates
music.
music. collective
uh
collectible show exclusive.
no, it's actually really funny is I see so many collectors have the same like music interest as me, and I think there's like this weird crossover between like punk and hardcore music and toy collectors. I see it all the time, and someone needs to do a documentary on it because it's there. And um,
You might have to do it, man.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
that's what
I
this is
know
all
Ed's
leading up to.
Retro has done some stuff, and like he's in a band,
Yeah.
and so he's like interviewed people at festivals and stuff about their toy collecting and I've seen videos of like the Slipknot dude in a toy store. Do I don't know. I just think it's out there. I mean, maybe it's just that everyone is doing it. And
Yeah.
so yeah, of course they are, um but yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I
love
was
that.
doing that for a long time. And so that's where like I have the upper hand in some ways of like making things either like look good or
Yeah.
like I've been editing for a really long time. So that's the most comments I get is from other creators and stuff of like, "How are you doing this?" or like whatever. But that's my like hustle is that I
Yeah.
already know how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, your editing is
So I had like a
amazing.
head start a little bit.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
always told Rob that like your editing is great. You could tell you've been doing it. I know Rob had a little of a upper hand too because he used to film like skate videos, so he knew how to edit, how to
Oh, I
film
saw
and
Rob
stuff.
skating
So
recently on his Instagram and I messaged you. I was very impressed.
Thank you.
I've
yeah,
loved
he's good.
skating and like skate culture for so long and I've never been good at it.
Me
It's something
neither.
I people have asked me like, if you could have one natural talent, it would honestly be that I could just be like a sick skateboarder. Uh,
Doesn't it make you appreciate it more knowing how bad you are at it because you're like, that's so
yes, it's so
scary.
hard. It's
Yeah,
so
like
scary.
I'm just too scared to break something. So like doing anything to me is just anxiety inducing. And then I see him and he makes it look like walking. He's just like hopping around and I'm like, what the hell? Like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever. But it's
yeah.
fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it was like my passion for probably 25 years ish. 20 years. My bad. Yeah, like 20 years. So, but yeah, I'm pretty much retired as far as skateboarding. So toys
Why
took
is
it
that?
over.
Just too many injuries, or like you just got tired of it?
No, I got injured really bad maybe 3 years ago, and that's kind of what stopped me. And then it was just kind of hard for me to pick it back up to where
Yeah,
I was good.
yeah.
So.
Well, you're still good. You still got it. For someone who doesn't know how to skate, take that with
quote unquote. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, while the injury happened, that's when toys really took over. So
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. So well, I was doing it before that, but it really consumed me after the injury. So I mean, I don't regret it. I love it. I love this. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
I
we
mean, that's
meet
what
so
happened
many
to
cool
people
people
during the pandemic, right? Like toy collecting exploded because people were just like bored sitting in their house.
yeah, dude.
Um,
on the internet. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I saw a little a comment here. Ernesto Marquez, what's your or favorite band, guys? What's your favorite band? Retro Slacker.
oh yeah, you go first, Retro Slacker.
Holy Nikes. That's so hard. That's so hard because I listen to like I'll be listening to like Neil Young, Dylan, like Fleetwood Mac, and then I'll put
Nice,
on like German death metal within the same like car ride.
nice,
But there's a band called Saves the Day, which is like
nice.
my, man, like seeing them when I was like 15. That was like my first real show.
Oh no,
Um, and that for sure is like probably, yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
something like
what's your
that. But
favorite Bob band?
it's, I don't know, it's so hard.
You tell him yours.
I literally just said, "What's your favorite Bob band?"
What's your favorite Bob, man?
Oh man, yeah, dude, that's sick that you have a wide variety. Because I could say that I have the wide variety as well. Um,
Did you tell him yet? Is it my turn?
my favorite bands is I would say Fleetwood Mac is probably my
Mm,
favorite band. Yeah,
really?
yeah,
More than
me
just rumors?
more than just rumors. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Me and my wife love that band, so it's kind of nice to have a favorite band that your wife likes too. I don't know. We always listen to it. That's the go-to band.
It always puts you in a good mood. You can't not be
Yeah,
in a good, especially listening to that album. And it's like great car music to drive. Yeah, for sure. That's a good
yeah.
pick.
So good.
Okay, Bob, your turn.
Yay. So I love music. I love all kinds of music. I actually used to work at our we used to have a local record store in our area in the Sacramento area called Dimple Records. And I worked there for 5 years. I want to say from like 2013 2014 to 2019, and this is like the best job I've ever had. We sold records, CDs, um, DVDs, video games. It was awesome. So I love all kinds of music. I don't really hate
Yeah.
any music, but my favorite, I'm wearing merch of it, and like almost, if I'm not wearing a vintage item in our videos, it's most likely clothing from my favorite artist. It's Wicca Face Springs Eternal from Scranton, Pennsylvania, which I
Okay.
thought was a fake place from The Office, but
No, it's
apparently
very real.
it's
Yeah.
very
I was
real.
just there.
Yeah, see, so I would have never known that in a million years, but yeah, it's my buddy Adam. He does this like it's weird, like lo-fi, like emo kind of like rap, not kind of weird singy rap stuff. And yeah, I mean, I fell in love with it. He used to be in a band called Tiger's Jaw, and he left
I know
that
Tiger
band. So
Straw.
yeah,
Yeah.
see, so yeah, so he was on their first like 4 albums or so, and I just really, if I really like someone's voice, I'll follow their career no matter what they do. And yeah, he's just been my obsession for the last like 10 years. So
Nice.
that's my favorite
Yeah.
artist. So it's a lot longer than your guys's. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can talk about
And we lost
music.
half the viewers. Okay. So
Dang it. I could talk about
Yeah.
music, movies,
yeah.
toys, anything, any for hours. So yeah, he's my favorite artist. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I saw him live
Oh yeah,
with Bob.
I dragged Rob to a concert with me when we were toy hunting in LA. We went to Geeking Out's Toy Depot's Geeking Out in Whittier, and it was awesome. Yeah, I dragged Rob to a concert with me, and it was
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
that's great.
another question. If you guys could go back to being a kid standing in front of toys, what one toy would you grab?
Ooh.
You first.
All right. Like if I'm standing in Toys R Us
Yeah, and you're a kid.
and I have endless cash.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
do I know all the things I know now about toy collecting? Like, do I want, or
Yes.
just what I would love?
I
as a
think,
kid?
yeah, it's the day after your birthday. You got a bunch of cash for your birthday. Your mom takes you
Um,
to Toys R Us.
Either it would be like 1989 Batman, or really any Ninja Turtle back. I'm just thinking back then when I was a kid, like that was definitely it. Also, I used to be really into micro machines,
Uh,
and I don't know anything
Fun.
about them now. I don't, other than like I remember the car wash play set, but yeah, I think 89 Batman stuff, or like the Mr. Freeze or the Riddler from like the DC comic superheroes, like the cheap ones.
Nice.
Those are the ones I would have bought as a kid for sure.
What about you, Rob?
oh man, I don't know. Well, as a kid, I really liked Godzilla and
Oh,
Power
big
Rangers.
surprise. Oh, Power
They-
Rangers too.
yeah, thanks to my dad. My dad pretty much showed me all that as a kid. So that's all I liked as a kid was like giant dinosaur, Godzilla, kaiju stuff, or Power Rangers. Which Power Rangers had giant monsters in it
Yeah.
too. So
One of
probably
my only
something.
memories of buying toys is specifically going to Toys R Us with my mom. And I think it was when the Head Morphin figures came out.
Love those.
And I don't even remember why we went, probably because I was spoiled. And we just went and she bought like 5 figures or something. It was like the greatest day of my life. I'll just like never forget that specific
Wow.
moment. I
That's
don't
like
know
a core
why.
memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Dang.
remember it was
Those
probably
are
like
cool toys.
$50. I remember her saying, and that was like,
What?
we just spent $50 on toys.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
am I literally Richie Rich? Like,
Yeah.
this
With
is
inflation,
crazy.
that's probably like $200-300 on toys nowadays. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What up, Weekend
So
Warrior?
what up?
What
So
up,
my
kid?
my turn. What would I pick? So as a kid, I really liked um the like Tim Burton Batman movies toys. I really liked those.
Oh
The
yeah.
Yeah,
89. I was born in 92. So by the time I was, 1 or 2, I think the second movie came out in 92,
yeah.
which was Batman
Returns.
Returns. So my parents would buy me a lot of those toys. So those are the most like that's
Is that
probably
like the
what
Dark? Is that like the Dark Knight collection?
I think so. There's so many
There's so
like
many.
different ones. It's
Yeah, yeah.
insane. Like
There
there's
is.
parachute ones. There's ones that shoot missiles. Like there's so I had every single one of them. Apparently I like would get sick a lot as a kid. I used to have seizures, I guess, like
Oh
really
man,
bad when I was little.
Oh
poor
man.
So
Bob.
my parents, after having to spend a whole night at the hospital, they would take me to Toys R Us after and let me buy like 1 or 2. And I had all the Batmobiles and stuff too. And they said as soon as I had the toy in my hands, it was like I was never at the hospital. I was just like instantly better and happy.
Yeah,
So that's what I would go back just because of that memory. I remember that. But knowing what I know now, I would have to get probably I wasn't even born, but a My Pet Monster in the box. I
oh
would hoard
man,
like 10 of them and
Yeah.
just
yeah.
keep them
That would be
because I love
amazing.
them. They're
Yeah,
the
It
yeah.
best.
sucks. It sucks 'cause I feel like me and Bob, we like 80s toys way more than the 90s ones.
Yeah. And
So it's
people are like, you guys weren't even born yet. And we're like, well, we could still like it though, right?
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to be born. You can still like
No.
stuff. That's all. I've
The
had
older the
the
better.
a recurring comment I've had is people like, I think it's like older men telling me that I basically should shut up because I wasn't born then, because they just assume I'm like, I don't know, I guess younger than I really am.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and like,
Yeah,
I guess, yeah, when I was alive in the 80s, so I probably wasn't, I definitely wasn't like collecting toys.
of course. The first
But
5 years at
I for
least.
sure was playing with, early Transformers and Ninja Turtles and all that stuff. But yeah, 80s toys rule though. They really, like, the more I collect, the more I'm into 80s stuff for sure.
They're
Yeah.
so
But
colorful. They're awesome.
my buddy Earth Kid Collects had a really good point recently. He was like, now is when you got to get the early 2000 stuff. Now you got to start
Yeah.
hoarding that stuff
It is. Yeah.
because, like, look in 10 years, that's going to be, people are going to be like, oh my God, when's that, from 2002? And
Yep.
that's going to,
It's already starting, yeah,
yeah,
because those kids are gonna finish college, they're gonna get big boy and girl jobs, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what happened to that toy that I loved, that I was ashamed and sold or threw away, but now I have money and I don't care what people think, so I'm gonna buy it again." It's a cycle that happens every 10, 15, 20 years, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
don't you
happen
think,
again,
do you
so
think kids like my daughter who's going to be 5, I'm trying to imagine a world where she's like tracking down, I don't know, like her Bluey toy, or
Yeah.
like, is it going to be really like that, or
I
did they
don't
not?
I
They don't market toys though to kids in the same way that it was marketed to us, and it's like endless amount of stuff now. Um, it's just a little bit more throwaway culture, and I think it's not really gonna be totally the same. And even us, like, we're so stuck on the '80s and '90s toys.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and I creep in every now and then I'll see something that's from, like, the '60s that I think is cool, but I don't really collect that stuff yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious what it will be like, for people who are kids now, if collecting is gonna be a thing or it's gonna be totally dead by the time they're
I
adults. I don't know.
I think the thing the kids are gonna really go back and look for is maybe Fortnite stuff.
That's true.
Legit.
You might be right about that.
But that's like maybe 30 years from now.
Yeah, that's a ways
Yeah,
from now,
so
yeah.
but yeah, as far as like Bluey and stuff, I don't know, man.
I think it'll be because I have a daughter too, just like you. She's
Not a
7.
competition, man.
Yeah,
Alright?
Rob. Yeah, Rob has no daughters. Ha,
Oh, loser. I mean, I'm
loser.
sorry.
Dog.
But I have a 7-year-old daughter, and she loves like all these weird like Roblox games and like
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube like popular things. And I think that because randomly they'll get toys in Targets and Walmarts where they get just like a box of them, and once they're gone, they don't really restock them again. So I think those are the weird that like they're gonna be the next My Pet Monsters and the next like weird creature stuff because they're always weird like things that you don't think kids would like, and my daughter goes crazy for them, and they're like
Yeah,
all weirdly shaped, creepy doll looking things, and she can't get enough
that's
of
cool.
them. So
Yeah.
I think those are the things that I think 10, 20 years from now are going to be worth money, not the LOL surprises, not the Funko Pops. I think it's going to be those weird YouTube like
What's
short
that toy
things.
right now that's been blowing up?
La Boo Boo.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Labubu.
yeah, exactly. That could be it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? People
Cap
keep
something
calling
like
them
that.
the new Beanie Babies. Like they think they're gonna
Yeah,
be in every Goodwill, and they could be. You never know. But
yeah.
right now, you can't find them anywhere. So
Yeah, Cowabunga Toys says I predict Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah, Five Nights
I
at
see those
Freddy's
toys a
stuff.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, those are already some of them are going really, really crazy expensive because it's been a franchise for I think more than 10 years, but because the movie came out,
Yeah,
more people discover it, people go rabid for it, they want the old stuff. So yeah, if you find that stuff out in the wild, you'd be surprised what some of it's worth. It's crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah. Speaking of Earth Kid Collects, I think he is my new favorite YouTuber.
Oh, damn. You're gonna say that right to
Wow.
Retro Slacker's
Pushed
face?
aside real fast.
He's gonna start glazing him now.
No, I just really I like him though. I like his YouTube videos. He also does a really good job of just editing and filming and kind of narrating stories and too. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
kind of like your
I
guys'
agree.
style. I could never do it, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You like
people
watching you guys.
are maybe looking for more than just the straightforward toy hunt. Um, at least I hope so. But yeah, I mean, you know, storytelling started 100 years ago, and no, but I mean, like, we just like a story, and I think that's my hook, at least for people.
Yeah.
Mm.
But that's also what the part that stresses me out is like, how do I make a story every time I go out and look for a toy? Because really, that's the story. Is I'm just like looking for a toy, but
Yeah.
I find ways to make it a little more exciting.
Fun, exciting, not
Yeah,
just mundane and oh, here's another toy hunt. It's like, hey,
yeah.
there's a purpose to this. There's a goal to this. So it makes it fun to watch, definitely.
The hard part though is like I had someone comment to me recently that they wish I was actively looking for like one thing, or like when I start a video, I say I'm looking for this Donatello, and then the video is me looking for that Donatello. And while I agree that can be cool for videos, the problem is what excites me right now is just like being surprised. So
Hmm.
I want to go out and be completely surprised at these toy hunts.
Yeah.
And so that's what like just excites me in making these videos. And it's also what makes it hard to go to like toy stores and stuff right now is like it's harder to find the weird stuff that I am not expecting.
Yeah.
And when I'm at a toy store, like we said earlier, like I mean, I love vintage toy stores. I go all the time, but they're a little more just like predictable than yeah, like digging through bins or even at toy shows. Sometimes there's stuff that you just have no idea what it is, and that's what
Yeah.
like. Yeah, you can collect your scabs. You can collect hair, fingernails, really anything. We don't yuck yums here, you know. We talked
Nope,
about that.
nope.
No.
No, I like that you bring that up too about like looking for one specific thing because Rob and I just we just went to San Jose toy show and that was like the first thing he asked me within the first minute of the video. He was like, "What are you looking for this time?" And there usually is something that I'm focusing on, and I couldn't think of anything. I was like, you know what? I'm not really focused on anything. I just like being excited. I like finding something that I didn't know existed or just going in blind. And yeah, like, because sometimes when you do go in looking for something and you don't find it, it's disappointing. Or,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, I get sad too when I don't find stuff. So I'll be like, man. So it's nice going in just like, hey, like, que sera, like whatever happens, happens. And it ended up being awesome. Like, we found so much stuff at that show that found like a Scott Pilgrim toy, like just stuff that like I wouldn't have, yeah, if Rob asked me, I wouldn't have been like, I'm looking for a Scott Pilgrim toy, but I found it, I bought it instantly.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's fun just going in blind with no purpose or goal. Um, yeah,
But
and
do you
then when
ever
you
you ever
find
go
it,
to
it's
these
even better.
shows? You ever go to these shows and buy a bunch of stuff and then you get home and you see it all out and you think, "What the hell did I buy all this stuff for?"
Yeah. Dude, sometimes by the end, because we shut down, we like shut down toy shows sometimes. We'll be there from the second they open the early bird special till they're literally like, all right, everyone's got to get out. Like, let's go. Like, you have 20 minutes.
Damn.
So, like, by the end, we've been there for like 8, sometimes 9 hours. And I'll like we're doing the haul at the video, and I'm like, I don't remember buying half of this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
I was running off no sleep. I was desperate for toys, so I was just buying, buying, buying. So sometimes it's fun doing the haul because I'm like, oh yeah, we got this and this. It's like
Yeah,
finding it again. So
yeah.
it's always
You
fun.
guys stay at toy shows for 8 hours?
Yeah.
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 What?
Sometimes. Well, sometimes we have to drive to them for about 2 hours, and
Yeah.
sometimes the furthest we've driven is like 8 hours to a toy show.
Next weekend we're driving 6 hours.
Yeah, so we try to make it as best as we can. If it's a bad toy show, we'll do as much as we can and then leave. But when they're good, that's when we're
Yeah.
there 6 to 8 hours. San Jose is worth it. Geeking out in LA is worth it. Being there all day. Yeah, so yeah, sometimes it's worth it. We're not always psychopaths, but when we are, usually it's because it's worth it.
I mean, it's fun. I do love
Yeah,
toy shows. I love the like the energy of all. It's really
yeah,
fun. I just wish the money was like unlimited. That's
yeah,
kind of the hard
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Well, you're slowly. Well, I'm sure you are making money off YouTube now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's growing. Like each new video, I mean, I'm only on my second month now of being like monetized, and it's already, or this is my third month now, but I can see each month is already getting like more and more,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
which is
sure.
cool, and that's also like motivating for sure
Mhm.
to like
And
make
it's
more money
gonna
doing it. Yeah.
help your collection, and it could potentially like pay your bills if you really wanted it to. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't quite know how far this will go in terms of that, but I definitely don't have any expectations for that. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going to be stopping my other work
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Yeah. For now, just have fun with it and buy toys for sure.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is.
Yeah, we're kind of just stacking up our YouTube money, and hopefully, like, we're just gonna take a nice big trip with that money. Um, to where? I don't know yet, but that's the
Like
goal.
a bro trip,
Yeah.
Bro trip.
a broad trip
Maybe we'll fly out to your
landed
house or
here.
something.
Heard it here
You
first.
can fly out here. That's where you're gonna spend your money. You're gonna come to New Jersey.
Oh shoot.
I've been wanting to go to New Jersey, man. It'd be awesome. There's a flea market that I know of. It's I think I mentioned it to you before. I don't know how close to you it is, but it's called the Collingswood Flea Market.
I
Um,
know it. I've never been actually, but yeah.
I
I think
will.
it's a good 2 hours maybe for me, but that's
Okay,
yeah.
so it's a little further, but
I mean,
I've
I would
heard that
definitely
one's
drive for
good.
that, but yeah.
And then there's I've growing up my whole life I've been a Kevin Smith's fan, so I'd love to go
Yeah.
see the Jay and
Down in
Silent
Red
Bob's
Bank.
Secret Stash down in Red Bank, New
Yeah, it's a cool
Jersey.
store. Yeah.
And I mean, if we can make it a trip and we could do so many activities, it'd be awesome.
So many activities.
Wow.
No, that would be
Oh,
sick. That'd be so cool.
look at that. Someone just subscribed to you.
Oh,
Ooh,
sweet.
Quad
Thanks, man.
X.
Quad X. Shout out Quad X.
Thank
I
you.
want to shout out. I'm gonna plug now. I'm gonna do a
Okay.
plug
Please do. Go
for
ahead,
my
dude.
own giveaway that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
doing. I'm
Yes.
doing it over on Instagram, and it's for like I'm coming up on about 10,000 followers on Instagram. And so all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube. I feel so icky even doing this. As I'm saying
No,
this now, it's
please
just
do it.
like
Go ahead.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
so
getting to that.
subscribe to the YouTube, then go to my Instagram, make sure you're following me there and just comment what your YouTube name is or your channel or your account and tag a friend. And then there's a whole bunch of surprises, but this is the sort of main one is this carded
The
Pee-wee,
creme de la
which
creme.
I found
Oh.
in one of my videos. And I don't want to get rid of it. I'll
I'm
be honest.
surprised
It's
you are.
I have another prize that I'm gonna offer as a either or if someone wants that one
I
more.
love that.
uh,
You sure you want this? You don't have
yeah,
to.
you sure? Uh,
I do think it
but
makes it like 10 times cooler that it was found in your video.
it
I like
definitely,
that.
yeah,
That makes it to me like if I won, I would just keep it. Even if I already had it, I'd be like, oh, this was Retro Slackers like video fun. I would get more joy out of that one. So that's tight.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. I'll be sad to part with it, but I think it would be.
Might
I'm just
not have
excited
to.
to like to give thanks to for everyone. So
Of course.
it's no mail away. What did Froggy? What's he giving away? He stole my thunder like moments after I announced my giveaway. He
Yeah.
was
This
like,
yeah, it's the Street Shark, the
"The Street Shark."
talking
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
giant
yeah. Which
street
is so
shark.
sick.
It's
Crazy.
like worth
That's
a
so sick.
thousand
Yeah,
dollars.
That's
yeah. That's
insane.
incredible.
He
Fingers
said
crossed.
he said served.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see you and I raise you a mail away street shark.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
glad he did. That's awesome.
He's the best.
When we did our giveaway, we thought some random person was gonna win, and it was one of our friends.
Yeah.
And it's
What are
my
the
arch
odds?
nemesis, so
Did he just give it back to you behind the scenes?
no, he kept
Just
it. He
after.
kept it.
It's all rigged. The whole thing's rigged.
Dude, literally. It probably was. No.
That's what everyone said.
Everyone thought that. Oh no, I paused it.
Do that.
Whoops, there we go. But Retro Slacker, I just want to thank you for
Yep.
your time. I don't want to keep you any longer because it's been an hour already. This
Yeah,
flew by,
I got
man.
to I got to go say goodnight to the kid actually. So it's good
Yeah,
timing.
we know it's later your side of the world, so thank you for giving us your time, dude, and stepping away from your fam and all your awesome editing to hang out
Yeah,
with us.
dude. Keep it up. When I first discovered you and watched you before you were cool, I saw a lot of potential. I I believe I have a really good eye for potential, and I saw it, and you proved me right. So thank you for that.
Oh, thanks, man.
But yeah, I just hope for more success. I hope that you keep doing it. I hope you don't get discouraged
Nope.
in the future. And
Don't get sick again.
just have fun, dude. And we'll continue to support you always.
Thanks,
For
man.
sure.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
No, you guys are awesome too. It's been really fun. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah.
get to meet up in person at some point.
That would be awesome.
Do some
Yeah.
hunting.
If you want to plug anything else, please do.
You know, world peace and no, I got nothing. I got nothing. No plug.
That works.
Just hanging.
Well, yeah. If you guys haven't, go subscribe to
Thanks for
Retro
everyone that's been
Slacker.
watching too and hanging out with us. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
We got over 30 people the
yeah.
whole time.
That's
That's last time was like 2 people. So
yeah, it's a little more than I expected, so
yeah.
that's awesome. We appreciate all of you
We
guys for
almost
watching.
YouTube almost shut down. It's crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah, if you guys like this is our first time. Well, we've done a podcast episode with T3, but this is our first time, I guess. Well, Rob's taking the reins, and doing this. So if you like it, let us know. I mean, who'd you like to see us do next, or if we should even do this again?
We
Let
should
us
do it
know,
again.
and
Yeah,
we're
for
open to
sure.
all criticism. But yeah, we love Retro Slacker, so we wanted to hang out with him and talk to him a bit. So this has been super fun. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should have Earth Kid.
Ooh.
He's just stealing. He's stealing all my thunder now too.
Literally,
I
right?
can't with this guy.
Can't even wait to be off to announce it. This guy,
Oh, every single
glazing
muscle. He's got a new YouTube channel too. If you guys, I
Oh,
don't know
no
if you guys
way.
follow him. He's
every
got some awesome
single
videos.
muscle. I like that name.
Yeah, we'll check you out, Every Single Muscle. Guys, go subscribe to him as well. And subscribe to all the homies. There's so many people here with YouTube channels that I see
I
in the
know.
chat.
Yeah,
I know.
thank you
There's
guys for
a lot of
being
cool
here. This is
people here.
awesome.
Yeah, like The Weekend Warrior, Every Single Muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Huge ass,
He has a YouTube channel?
Sorry, what?
big slick. That's someone's name.
The Retro Lair. Uh, I don't know. I'm not going to keep reading. Anyways,
Yeah.
go subscribe to
Anyway,
Retro Slacker on YouTube.
thanks, guys.
Follow him on Instagram at the Retro Slacker.
Do it all. Hit me
You
up.
know,
Send me a DM. That's the best part of all this is talking with everyone. So
yeah. Oh, look at my wife saying no slacking here.
Tee.
oh, that's the Mrs. Rob. Nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Amber. Nice to meet you.
All right. Oh, but okay, before you leave,
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that your wife kind of like goes in your videos too, and you guys kind of do it together sometimes. So that's also really cool, and
Yeah,
that
it's
she's
fun.
supportive about it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, she likes to tell me that people definitely like her more than me. So I do have to get her back in some videos. She hasn't been in one in a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone
But it's
loves
hard
her.
if when I do
Bring
the
her
flea
back.
markets, I'm there at like 6:30 in the morning. So she's
She's like, let me
literally
sleep.
both of them aren't
Yeah.
even awake yet. Yeah,
Yep. We know how that goes, dude. And
yeah.
last question, because I want to know. I'm sure everyone else wants to know, but we'll leave it with this. What are you currently on the hunt for? We always like. I know. I like to know what you're currently hunting for. What is the current
Yeah.
thing we're looking
Well,
for?
it was these guys,
Yes.
which now I don't have to look for these, although there's definitely a few more adventure people.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask.
Always looking for Mad Ball stuff. Not even necessarily the balls, but like the
Hmm.
head poppers or merch.
Yep. The
Um,
cups, the bowls,
oh,
the
love it.
knee
I
pads.
can't get enough of it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm into Dino Riders right now, but the stuff that I want is obviously like stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'm getting a complete T-Rex anytime soon, but
You never know.
uh turtles, the Universal Monster turtles, the cave turtles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, you're starting to go down the turtle hole.
I've always been into turtles, but now I'm like getting into the specific turtle hole.
Yeah.
Um, also like in humanoids, I
Yes,
just
I
got my
saw that.
first Transformer, which I'm scared about because
Ooh.
I'm very scared to like start collecting that.
Yeah, it's
I don't
dangerous
know.
line.
Yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. I wanted to know,
love it.
so I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, I would like
Sweet.
another My Pet Monster too for sure.
Yeah, yeah. You got
Um,
so far it's just the hand puppet, right?
I just have the Rark, the hand
Yeah.
puppet one.
The RAR.
I
Yeah,
really
with the
want the My
chains.
Pet football monster. I
Yeah.
actually just love that one so much.
That's actually the last one I need. Well, I thought it was, and then Rob and I, while I was telling him that, we discovered there is a 2009 or 2010 one that they did,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which I
yeah,
had no clue. But now I need the football one and that one. It's a little bit
need.
more like felty.
Yeah,
Um, so I feel you, dude. I would love the football one, but every time I find it, it's either missing the shirt or missing
yeah,
the helmet. I don't mind the chains too much, but I would really like the helmet and the shirt. I think it just brings it together. So me
I
and you
agree.
both, my friend.
I agree
Yes,
for
sir.
sure. It's all about the wardrobe.
Of course.
Yeah, it makes him so cool. All right,
Good
boys.
choice, my friend.
All right, dude. Well, again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great night
You
and
too,
sleep
guys.
tight.
Sweet
Yeah,
dreams.
we
All
could
right,
talk
edit
to you
that.
forever, but thank you for doing this, brother.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
All right,
Kick
thanks, guys.
yourself out because I don't know how to kick you
Oh, I
out.
do? All right.
Yeah.
And goodbye.
Later,
Oh,
brother.
wait. No. Okay. And
Is he gone?
I think so.
Are we gone?
Are we all gone? If you're still here, thanks for watching.
Oh, there we go.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you again so much for hanging out. We did not expect this amount of people watching the live.
Woo!
So if you think we should do it again, some of you said we should. Yeah, we'll keep doing it, I guess. This is something we've never done. And we'll keep it in mind. We'll think of another guest. And
Yeah, comment who we should talk to next. And thanks for being here. It's a Monday. You could have been doing anything else, but you're kicking it with the three boys. Thank you.
yeah, and if you know anybody that wanted to watch this live and they weren't here, tell them you could go back and watch it because this is going to upload and you're going to be able to rewatch it and it's going to be beautiful. So
Yeah.
again, thank you so much. Have a great freaking night. Later.
See ya.
How do I do this?
On that. Bye.